Please welcome a man who, having fixed his belt, is surely now regarded as one of the sport's all-time greats. From 10-7 down this morning, he showed all the class that has brought him 20 ranking titles so far. Bidding for his first appearance in the final since he won his second title 15 years ago. In his own inimitable style, he'll be fired up for this tonight. He's the pride of Wales. He's Mark Williams. And his opponent, a player who is now just 4 frames away from a second appearance in a world final. 2 sublime centuries this morning have just given him the edge in this epic encounter. This has been yet another superb Crucible run. Can he keep it going and take a step into the final? Sometimes underrated, but without doubt, one of the finest players in the sport. It is, of course, the Hawk, Barry Hawkins.
Very good evening, Hazel, and a very good evening, everybody. That was amazing to see Mark Williams, Steve Davis and John Barrett. That's how laid back he is. And not only his belt, I passed his dressing room, and he'd forgotten his bow tie. So he had to get his bow tie about 7:20 as well.
Okay.
It's been played in a wonderful spirit, this semi-final.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Frame 25. Barry Hawkins to break.
So Barry Hawkins gets the first frame of this final session underway in this intriguing semi-final. Just coming up to 7.5 hours of some wonderful snooker. A bit of a tempter straight away for the Welsh potting machine. Oh, not quite, and he caught the red. Now, where's this red going? Where is it going? I bet you're looking forward to this, Alan.
Oh, you betcha. After that incredible John Higgins performance, who obviously awaits, we see Mark Williams there, that red, awaits in tomorrow and Bank Holiday Monday's final. Yeah, just as I was saying then about the big fella having a laugh and a joke before coming out, but do not be fooled, and you know that Barry Hawkins won't be fooled.
Got an awful lot of support here, Barry Hawkins, and going around Sheffield, a lot of people would love to see this very likeable player win, but there's an awful lot would love Mark Williams to get through to the final also. Trying a trick shot straight away, and that's going to cost him 4 points.
Foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins 4.
That's one of those situations where Barry said, well, if I put him back in again, he might pot it this time. No, not putting him back, just playing the shot from where it's finished. And the last frame, I didn't see it, Alan. It must have been a huge frame where Mark made a 50 break and looked like he was going to level the match, and then Barry had a 73 clearance, I believe, yeah?
Yes, I think there was 4 or 5 reds left, and There was one just below the left middle pocket which he released, and when he did that, it was the kind of nature of the way he was doing the break, the first half of the break. He just looked so calm under the circumstances, and you just knew he was going to clear, and he did.
You know, he's trying to knock the red in with the red he's just played, and look at this shot. If this comes off, what a shot that is! That is unbelievable. That is the shot of this year's championship. In fact, I'd go as far to say one of the best shots I've seen in the history of the Crucible Theatre. Not only to pull it off, but to get on the black, incredible.
Yeah, even to see it. Never mind the line, never mind the pace, dead weight. By jingo, what a shot.
Nine.
And there wasn't a flinch from him. There was no sort of, yeah, what a good shot that was, folks. There was nothing. All business. The joking's over.
Needs to pull up so he's not snookered on the one for the middle. That's the one he'd like to take first. It looked like we were going to have a very awkward opening frame with two reds up past the blue and one near the pocket, but that magical shot he pulled off has got the frame back to normal. Now, how's your luck here, Mark? I think they're all covering each other there, maybe. Is there something available? The one closest to the white will go up past the yellow. I mean, he hit it well, this. Hit the pink full on. Yeah, a wee bit unlucky, but he's still got a chance with this one. The wrong side of the blue, so has had to leave a medium length pot.
23.
He's just played my favourite shot in the game, and the stun run through. I love that shot.
Yeah. And he potted it on the thick side, which was even more impressive. Look at this. The right-hand jaw as we see it. Right half of the pocket to hold for black. Talk about accuracy. Boy, oh boy. That'll do nicely. Interesting little dynamic, I think, in the first couple of frames tonight. Mark Williams is the hunter. Barry Hawkins, the hunted.
32.
And great champions, when they're on the hunt, are very dangerous people.
Well, this one, any harder, that would have come back out again. It really is wonderful to see Mark Williams back playing like this. A few seasons ago he said wasn't particularly enjoying the game, he was just going to play and see what happened, but I think this technique that he's using, sight right, seems to work for him, Alan, and he's playing as well as we've ever seen him.
Yeah, it's given him the methodology to treat every shot as a separate entity. That's what it is. You know, back, look, there's my line, and I go. pull the trigger. Playing out of his skin all season long.
47.
Again, slow amble. Look, head on line. All done with a minimum of fuss as well.
Just come up a little bit short, but it could work to his advantage as long as he pushes the white through the reds here.
55.
Well, he needed a good start, and you could say that this is a good start. Can you believe it?
Mark Williams, 55.
He can't.
I don't say this often, but that was a twitch. There was body movement.
Let's have a look.
I hate saying it, I hate seeing it. But it was. Oh, after that, you just didn't see that on the cards at all. Such a basic shot.
Where's that cue ball going? He needs to pull up. He's okay. Let's see if we've got a little bit of movement, as Alan was saying. Put it straight on the right jaw of the pocket. Yeah, just a little bit of movement.
Yeah, it was anxiety as much as anything. He's taking this red on. There's value. Oh, wow. Oh, he's maybe not in the black, but what a red.
Yeah.
Just spotted something on the black. I mean, look where the cue ball is, right in the jaws of the pocket. 10 feet 6 inches, and he awkward with his bridge hand, and he puts it right in the heart of the pocket.
Yeah, 13 feet point to point. What a shot. Yeah, but Mark being Mark, he's got some creative here. I don't think the blacks, is it worth playing? When I say creative, put something safe or lay the snooker.
Mark Williams, 1.
And he had a choice there to play the snooker or maybe put the black safe. He's got a 52-point advantage. That's halfway.
Foul and a miss.
And that could be important, these penalty points, as he glances round at the scoreboard. He's now 56 behind. Doesn't make a great deal of difference at the moment. Still enough there.
Yeah, Mark.
He just wants to land on the 2 reds.
Touching ball.
Oh, that's an advantage. It's touching the red, so Mark can play away. And now he can push a colour safe. That's what he's faced with. It might have to be the 2 cushion escape to glance off the red to the right of the 5 reds to come back down the table. And he can't really afford to give away many more penalty points. That's what he was looking at there. Doesn't want to leave a free ball here.
Mark Williams, 4. Free ball.
And it is a free ball. So 60 the difference. There's still a possible 67 on the table.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, you'd say take the long brown, and perhaps he will, and probably will, but something to definitely consider, because if he takes, obviously, yellow or brown as a red, and a bulk colour as a colour, he still needs another red in addition.
Well, he's come around to have a look if there is one of the reds available. And
One.
I think that little group of 5, the one in the middle goes, so he can play on that. And that's just about perfect.
5.
This red will seal this opening frame.
6.
Yeah, the hunter continues, and apart from obviously at the start of this match, Mark Williams, well, he obviously was drawn, but he's never been in front. He's drawn level at 5 all, 6 all, 10 all. He's going to get another chance.
He's missed the black.
Mark Williams, 14.
The same position where he missed the previous one. It doesn't really make a lot of difference now because he's 74 in front, but right on the same spot. So maybe he was thinking about the one that he missed.
1.
I think Barry's just after a bit of potting practice here. But at the time I was thinking he will show you both blacks. They're more or less identical. That was the first one,
6.
and this was the second one.
Seven.
Just purely to get his rhythm going in this opening frame of this final session. Yeah, we just mentioned how Mark had made a 50 break and Barry cleared up the 73. When he missed that black, he must have been thinking he might do the same again, but he didn't leave anything for Barry to get in to have that chance.
Gives a little chance actually just to tell you Barry's record at the Crucible. It's quite remarkable. His first 5 visits here, he didn't win a match. In the last 6 years, he's won more matches here than any player in the game. He's won 18 matches before this evening at the Crucible. I mean, that is an awful lot. Talk about going from one extreme to the other.
25.
He's the course and distance man of the Crucible, there's no doubt about it.
$29. $34.
I was just showing us that he's queuing very well if he gets a chance. He's not going to bother about the black. It was the earlier break of 55 that paved the way for Mark Williams to take this opening frame, and now he's just one away, 13-12.
Thank you. Frame 26. Mark Williams to break.
Yeah. I'm not going to see either player collapse tonight. They're too good for that. But I'm just thinking about it before this session tonight. These boys have been living and breathing the game for probably a month now. 2 weeks of solid preparation. 2 weeks of being up at the Crucible in the cauldron. A case of eat, sleep, snooker, repeat.
That was a very difficult one he took on there, but it was a free shot. Barry plays safe down the table. He'd like to come up short this time, really, rather than get to the cushion. I don't think he meant to finish as short as that, because he's left a pot on for the right corner. He was trying to get to the baulk line with that cue ball just to prevent Mark from hitting the one to the right of the green, but he's left a half chance here. So definitely a poor shot from Barry to leave that shot available. The control there was excellent. He hardly hit that, and he got enough screw to come off the cushion and finish plumb on the red.
9.
And now into the bunch. He'd like to just miss the one that's closest to the black and hit the ones just to the right of it. He's just checking to see if there's a possible plant or one of the reds goes. But there must be a plant or a red in the bunch that will pot into the right corner. Otherwise, Mark would have gone straight into them. And there it is.
16. 17.
Just checking to see if he was to screw up past the reds on the right side, would he have one available? And the cannon makes sure there's one available. Beautifully controlled cannon there.
22. 23. 28.
Yeah, that won't go, so it's the one to the right of the green. Let's see how he plays this. went full-blooded
Williams,
for it,
20.
but it's gone safe. And that red was bouncing around quite a bit, simply because of the pace he played that at. Look at this shot, and he's a little bit annoyed he didn't get the white where he wanted. But I mean, what a pot.
Is this a bit of bluff? Pretending he's thinking about taking the black on. I don't think for a second he'll be playing it. Double bluff.
Mark Williams won.
He's got the white almost tight on the ball cushion again. That's the sort of position throughout the 80s when you're playing the great Steve Davis. You found the white there so many times when you come out of your seat, you were frozen on the ball cushion.
He's actually taking a red on here. Well, yeah, certainly worth playing. He probably didn't think he'd catch it that thick. He's left a possible plant at the bottom of the bunch that Mark will probably spot in a few seconds. Round he comes now. Yeah. There it is, just setting the far jaw. Taking this on tells you how confident he feels in his long game. Expect this close.
And this time the red's not going to go safe.
Could you check the volume on your commentary earpieces, please? One or two seem a bit loud.
Referee Leo Scullion just asking the crowd to check their earpieces and to turn them down a little bit. Doing this for quite a number of years now. People seem to want to listen to the commentary while they're at the venue.
One.
He's close to the pocket there, but that wasn't a natural angle. But listen, he might have dropped on this one. He tried to split the reds, but all of a sudden this one's available and he'll open the reds then, so he definitely wasn't expecting this, that's for sure.
The cue ball for me looks like it might push south of the black when he plays it. Oh, he's held it.
5.
Beautiful shot. The play at the foot control was superb. Full-blooded.
Now have a look at this shot. He's trying to force the white into the bunch, and somehow he dropped on that red. But every time that Mark Williams gets close to Barry, gets to within one frame, he seems to find another gear. Can he do it again here?
Oh, that took
13.
that took great belief in your technique to play that one. That was the difficult red of the two. Yeah,
19.
being a sort of player that is predominantly a technical player, the way Barry Hawkins plays this shot, he doesn't hit these too hard. A lot of players would be crunching this in. Think of Kyron. Barry kind of strokes these in. It's all control. See that? Just a little
20.
flick.
Key shot coming up here, and he's hampered slightly. Just played for the single red because he was
27.
hampered, and playing into the 5 reds was a little bit awkward, so decided on just playing for the loose one.
$28.
And we got a little flick off the red there. Let's have a look. It's brought one red out. I think those 4 reds
35.
are a little bit awkward. And he's close to the cushion, so this needs good cueing here. So another cannon needed here, and if this works out, he could give himself a terrific chance. If he could cannon the 2 that are nearest the pink, one of the other 2 are available, he could open all 4 reds up into potable positions here. Just the gentlest of cannon would do.
$43. $44.
Yeah, that was awkward there. And having to play the blue with a bit of pace here to get to those reds.
$49.
If this red goes in, could well be a frame winner. That's a couple of times he's got up off the shot, but if he's not comfortable, that's the best thing to do. You could just tell that he wasn't quite comfortable on the shot. He got up a couple of times. I mean, they're not easy into the middle pockets from that angle.
Yeah, like Mark Williams. First frame this evening, a little bit of movement. I detected some there from Barry on delivery.
Well, that was just ridiculous. I mean, the timing. Just as he was about to deliver the cue. I mean, I'm sure it was accidental, but there was enough to put Mark off as well. So a very untimely cough there.
Yeah, Mark won't blame it, but it definitely played a part.
This is a good cue ball he's got here.
Yeah, Barry. I know him so well. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he missed this red altogether first time. Always trying to err on the thin side. Well, he's not got a good cue ball, but there's no damage done.
Coming back towards the black again this time. But this time he hasn't played it very well. And for a left-hander, that's probably the worst safety shot that Mark Williams has played for quite some time. That was a bit careless.
Barry missed one of these this morning's session, but he was rolling it this time. He's punching it.
I think he's got away with it. That red could quite easily have gone over a pocket. I know when you have your supporters there, Alan, and the shout out, "Come on, Mark," but there's nothing to go at. It's a bit off-putting when they do that, isn't it?
Yeah, even if it's your own supporters cheering you on, you don't want to hear it. Maybe trying to pot this red in the middle. No, you're not. Just playing a safety.
Well, this could be a little beauty here. If it keeps on running, that is. Another inch or two and this escape route wouldn't have been available. I think he's just covered the red to to the left of the yellow. Blue just blocking the path through to that. He might be able to hit the red, but he certainly can't see the potting angle. I'm right in line with the shot. Yeah, that is very tight. Does he think he can see enough of it? Oh, didn't want the cannon on the green, but he's okay, I think.
Foul. A miss. Barry Hawkins for.
Well, he wanted a very thin shot there. The way he was queuing up originally, I thought maybe he's going to try and flick the red and get it behind the green. Barry is making Mark play the shot from where it's finished. He was just trying to just have the thinnest of contacts there.
Yeah, clever, just buying himself another shot. Doesn't want to get it. Yeah, doesn't want to get it. But the joint of cushion in red, maybe leave it on the far corner. I say buying himself another shot, but it ain't going to be an easy one.
Fascinating little safety duel here with the three reds up that end of the table, down towards the blacks, the safety zone. Similar shot again from Mark, but this time he might be able to take the pot on to the right corner and could come up towards the high valued colours. It's been over 7.5 minutes since the last pot, and we are right in line with the shot. We'll know if the red's in before Barry does. It's there. It's there. One. Take the white in between the two reds, but not leave it straight. Wow.
7.
He's unlucky if he snookered, but he didn't play that particularly well. Barry would be the first to tell you that he didn't catch that as he intended.
Barry Hawkins, 7.
I'm not sure if he can get up behind the black here with the thin one. The brown's in the way slightly, so.
I'm a little surprised Mark's not considering just pushing that red on top of the other one. Force Barry to bring both of them into play. Because if Barry doesn't, Mark could. See, if you push that red on top of the other, the likelihood there definitely wouldn't be a plant on, not along that top cushion. If Barry plays the roll up, Mark's in control. If he plays a safety, trying to get the cue ball down this end, he opens both reds up. It's gone now, obviously he's given Barry a problem. He doesn't want to lift this red. Wants to play it thin on the right hand side, but doesn't want to lift the green either.
Foul and a miss.
Can you believe it? He's done exactly the same thing that Mark Williams did. Now he can have it replaced, or he can make Barry play it from where it's finished.
Back.
He's having it put back because it was slightly more awkward, he feels.
Ollie going to bring it up to double check it. Close.
That's Olivia Martel just directing proceedings here.
Yeah, get back. Mark.
Oh, has he been fortunate? I don't think so. Can he get past the yellow? Maybe not. So he has been rather fortunate there, Barry, that's for sure. Look at that, not enough sticking out to take the pot on.
Yeah, the value in taking the pot is the line down and behind the blue. The reason he'll play it, if he plays it, there's 2 or 3 good things that can happen. A, the pot, B, the snooker, C, possibly a decent safety shot. Oh, and the coffins started again.
Well, that's the last thing that Mark wanted to happen. As Alan said, the white was coming down towards the blue. Every chance he could have got the snooker behind the blue. So is Barry Hawkins going to capitalise on that last bit of good fortune when he covered the red? He played a poor safety shot.
Yeah, I think he was that busy trying to avoid brown. He flicked. There's too much left on it. And remember that shot earlier, Barry doesn't hit these too hard. All control, beautifully shot. Perfect on the brown. That's what I like about the way Barry plays those shots. He gives the pocket every chance to accept the red by stroking it in.
Five. Yeah.
Just needs the red to secure a 2-frame advantage again. Every time Mark Williams looks like he's going to draw level, Barry Hawkins produces.
Six. Eight.
At the moment, this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, got to bring the yellow back, Leo. Barry just said. Can quite easily be done that because
10.
it's where you pop the yellow twice. You know.
13. Seventeen.
So Barry has took full advantage of that
17
little bit of good
and
fortune when he covered the red with the yellow, and he takes the frame. And Barry Hawkins back 2 in front at 14-12.
Thank you. Frame 27. Barry Hawkins to break.
So Mark Williams is back to where he started tonight, having pretty much bossed the first couple of frames, mainly.
That was a tough shot that Mark took on there, because there wasn't a natural path back behind the black and reds there. As you can see, he caught the second red and has left a bit of a chance here for Barry. We know with Barry Hawkins that sometimes a bit of a chance is enough for him, but at the moment the pink and black, he's coming around to see if that red is available or if the black will pot, so I'm not sure, but he's already surveyed the table and he knows what's available. There you can see they're both available. And even with them being available, he took the risk but didn't get the cannon as he intended.
6.
Yeah, needed to hit the pink full ball. He's looked to see if he can roll this in the middle pocket and maybe just nudge the black. Nope, decided against it. When I say he decided against it, he had decided against cannon in the black to leave it on.
Barry Hawkins, 7.
Just went all out to try and pot it. Didn't try to cannon the black into a pottable position there. It was too difficult. But turned out to be a good shot because 2 reds the left of the bunch and 1 the right of the bunch. Mark can't just play into the side of the reds. He'd leave a pot on. That's why he's taking a little bit longer to work out to safety.
Just trying to catch it low half ball, wasn't it? Never easy to judge those shots because you don't play them very often.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a result there. As Alan said, he was playing at half ball to come back towards the black. Well, he's took the double on, which is okay, as long as he wasn't leaving a pot. It was worth the risk. And when you're bridging down over the reds, watch the white. Yeah, you're going to cause it to jump. Just another one of those frames that may be a little awkward with the 2 reds up past the blue there. See, this is where your supporters say, come on, Mark, and he comes to the table and there's absolutely nothing to come on for.
Might be some eye contact in the offing here. Looking for a re-rack. I don't think either player will fancy this. Barry's got a little smile on his face. There's the eyes now. Yeah, it's quite right. That was never going to develop. So after all that.
He nodded his head there and then Mark pulled the white away. What if he had said, no, I've changed my mind?
Yeah.
But it's been played in a wonderful spirit, this semi-final. It really has. And early on, I think there was a little barge where Mark sort of nudged Barry. And that's great to see. There's so much at stake here. You're looking at a player looking to lift his first World Championship. He's been to the final. He's played some unbelievable snooker.
Thank you. Frame 27. Barry Hawkins to break.
Yes, what he is, Barry Hawkins. He's just super drilled. Everything he does. Pressure on. Right from the first shot again.
Needs to pull up that red. Well, he needs the brown to come to the rescue, but I think as Barry comes round to have a look, it's quite a thin snick. It was interesting that time Mark didn't have a go at the red into the right corner because he would have cannoned into a red. He did that. before we had the re-rack and it didn't work. Well played. Very well played.
Yeah, no surprise to see his fighting qualities. Yeah, what is a surprise though? He's never beaten Mark Williams in a tournament. Only played 5 times and Mark's won the lot.
Oh, that's a terrific effort. Deserves to be on a red.
6.
Worth another look at that. But some of those victories against him was back in 2010. There was a couple in 2014. He's a different player now, Alan, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, super solid.
7.
This is actually the kind of situation where he excels, Barry Hawkins. He didn't get disheartened by the black being out of commission, the red's been awkward. He just keeps about his business. Played that lovely.
12.
Didn't hit that one very well. That's confused him a little bit. I think he decelerated slightly. He didn't get right through the ball as he has been doing. Didn't get the action on that. Shouldn't have been anywhere near canning the pink. It's been used in that. Now, how confident are you feeling? Because to get on a red, he's going to have to screw back up the table. No. But I think he's got away with it.
13.
He hasn't got on the red he intended. And there you've just seen why his nickname is the Welsh potting machine. What a pot he's pulled out there from close to the cushion there.
This is actually a super important shot here.
6.
If he plays for pink. The way that the reds are actually sitting nicely. May actually play on pink. If he overhits it, he's on the blue. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that, how far away was that?
Mark Williams, 6.
Well, that was amazing.
Please don't call out when a player's at the table.
What happened there? He can't believe how far he's missed that by. And that shot might be such a turning point in this semi-final. It doesn't matter how laid back you are, everyone suffers from pressure under
6.
this situation, semi-final, the World Championship, but no one could see that coming. Oh, when he's miscued, No one could see that coming.
Barry Hawkins.
Amazing. Looking at the tip, I don't think he's done any damage to it, but well, it's all happening at the moment. Missed pots, missed cues.